What up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. Gonna give you a quick rundown on this haircut. Bulked it down with the number 3 guard and only used 2 guards to put in my guidelines and blend it out. Then did a little bit of shear work. So let's jump straight into it, guys. The first step to begin this blend is by putting in my bald line at the height where I want the fade to begin. This is an important step, so I try to not rush it. Our blend is going to be based off of this line, so try to make it neat. Now once I debulk all of the hair, I use my foil shavers just to bring it down to the skin and give it a nice finish. As mentioned in the beginning of the video, I did use a number 3 guard to debulk the area above this line. And I am doing this with the guard all the way open. Notice how I don't dig into the shape of the head. I'm flicking it out. This is going to allow you to still keep some weight at the top and avoid additional steps further on. Now the first guard we're going to be using to put this blend together is the 1.5 guard. I'm going in with the lever all the way closed. And I am going up about 2 fingers high. As soon as I complete that step, I'm going to open the lever halfway and go up another 1/4 inch. And finally, I'll open the lever all the way and go up another 1/4 inch. And the higher I'm going, the less pressure I'm applying. You're going to see that this blend is already coming together and we've only done 2 steps. So this was a 3-step guideline. Try to memorize that technique because we're going to be doing that throughout the entire haircut. And I do run through it just one more time to make sure that hair is consistently cut. Now we're going to be taking that guard off and going up about a finger's width high with the lever all the way open. Just following that bald line that we created initially. Just how I did with the last guard, I'm going to run through it one more time just to make sure everything's cut evenly. This is going to make everything more effortless. The last guard we'll be using is a 0.5 guard. I'm going to do that same 3-step technique, going up about a 1/4 inch with the lever all the way closed, opening it halfway, going up another 1/4 inch, and finally opening the lever all the way and just flicking out. In this step, I am not creating another guideline. We are already blending it in. Remember, the more we're opening the lever, the higher we're going. And also, the more you're flicking out and the less pressure you're applying. Using this technique is really important to just flick out. Gotta let that wrist loose. Then I just go back and rerun the steps one more time because like I said, you want all this to be consistent and flowing flawlessly. See, we've done 3 steps and we're already at the final one. Now we're using no guards again and going in with the lever all the way closed and really just attacking that bottom line. You want to be a little more careful here because there is less room for error. So take your time and try not to bring it up high. If we need to go higher, then we can do that little by little. I always tell my students you can always cut more hair, but you can never put it back. So just take your time with it. So a little refresher, starting in with the lever closed, opening it halfway, and going with the lever all the way open. I find this last step to do easier by just using the corners. It allows me to target areas more accurately. Don't forget to use that mirror behind you. It really helps out. Just when you think that fade is blurry, you look back in the mirror and man, you see a lot of mistakes. So the mirror is a valuable tool. For some finer detailing, I switch over to my trimmer just because it has a smaller and a thinner blade, so it allows me to just get the smaller, darker spots. Now that the blend is complete, I'm moving on to the top with some shear work. He didn't really want much off the top. Really what I'm doing is just blending it in with the side. So as you can see, I am grabbing it at an angle, so when the hair falls over, it all falls at that ending point. Shear over comb is going to allow me to get the shorter hairs that I can't grab with my hands. What I'm doing with the comb is lifting it further away from the head as I go up. Lastly, after doing horizontal sections, I move on to vertical sections just to cross-check my work and make sure all the cuts I did were even. Now we're moving over to the hairline. I am cutting it down because there was some overgrowth in this area. It will force the hairs to lay down and it'll also help us achieve a sharper lineup. I generally always start in the center and move towards the side that is lighter. It could be the left, it could be the right. Just go towards the side where it's thinner. I do believe it's a little difficult to guide someone how to line up the front just because everyone's is different, is very unique. So this is something you're gonna have to get better at by doing and watching others. Something that really helps me is that I try to angle the client's head kind of at my eye level, because when they look in the mirror, that's the angle they're going to be seeing. So you want to try to make their point of view, as straight as possible. But where you hear everywhere else, don't push it back and keep it natural. Client will be happy. We are getting to the end of this video, guys. I really hope you learned something. This is the final look. I'm going to try to be more consistent with YouTube videos. If you end up trying this technique, please let me know in the comments. Let me know how it worked out for you. And if this video helped you, share it to one of your coworkers or barber friend, anybody. And if you did get this far into the video, I tremendously appreciate your support. If you want to see me drop more videos, leave me a like and I'll do my best to give you guys some fire content. Be sure to check out all my other social medias. I'm pretty active on them. And that's all from me. Appreciate you and peace out.